Hi, I'm Sherri Fisher, and I want to share with you a little bit of my journey of how I got to where I am at as a doula and why I'm passionate about it. So, I was a very young bride at 18, and then I was pregnant at 19 in a beach town that was very, very natural. It was in Santa Cruz, California, and not being very old or sure of myself, I was very leaning on the information that they would give me and the best way to be a mom, especially when there's no moms my age. Everybody got married young then, but no, I was really worried about not looking old enough. So I get pregnant with my beautiful daughter and go to birth classes, and they're very, very pro natural birth. Really what a natural birth is in that term is unmedicated. So unmedicated birth, because most births are natural, medication or not. So really wanting to do everything right and take all the information I could to be the best mom, I followed that, not thinking about doing it any other way. I had a very long labor with my first daughter, but I did it unmedicated and then realized when I was done how powerful my body was. After that, my sister-in-law wanted me to help coach her, so I was her coach. So I coached her, and because I'd had an unmedicated birth, they thought, well, you can coach me. So I coached several labors, all different kinds, ones that wanted an epidural in the parking lot before they got in. They just wanted it, or they really wanted to try and medicate it. I just was in being a coach for everybody. Well, then my daughter's girlfriend wanted me to be her doula. And I said, what's a doula? And I'm not good at posing, so I really wanted, if I'm going to be a doula, I need to know what that is, especially if they're going to introduce me to their doctor as a doula or to their family as a doula. So I thought, okay, I better figure out what a doula is. So I started looking at the certification, and I realized in my research that doula means, the Greek translation is a woman who serves. How it has altered the definition here in America and across the nations now is a woman who serves women in labor, which is really cool because it really is what a doula is. A doula's primary focus is the mom, and that her health and her ability to stay herself and speak for herself is protected. In that, I also do childbirth classes, so I've given parents information, a lot of information about what could happen in labor. They can make decisions ahead of time so they're not caught short, like, oh, now what do we do if baby's not moving down and they have to have a C-section? At least this helps them be able to feel like they decided and it wasn't told how they did. I've had several moms who I was the second baby and they felt like they were forced into a C-section because they didn't know, and they didn't get to talk, and they just wanted a chance to make their decisions. And so it's an empowering and saving place for them. Also, when things come up and they need to know, what do we do in this situation? The doctor's telling us we can do this. I'm information for them. So I don't speak for them, but I am a resource throughout the labor that they can come to me and say, hey, what was that again? What does it mean if we do this? And I can share with them so they can make an informed decision that they feel in ownership of, and not that they weren't laboring fast enough or whatever, that the doctor's rushing them. But I can help them without speaking be able to say, no, we want to wait a bit, or we want to go ahead, and they feel like they have made informed decisions and it was theirs. I think that's very important. And one thing about labors, women never forget their labors. In my certification, I had to do write papers on different ladies, like a lady was in her 80s, a lady was in her 70s, a lady in her 60s, and talk about what their birth was. And they may not remember what they had for lunch yesterday, but they remember the day their baby was born. They remember how they woke up. They remember how. So it's very much a impactful situation that happens in a woman's life. I love in that helping the dad to be a part of that. So sometimes as a doula, I coach mom, and I really am her resource. Other times when there's a couple that he really wants to be part, I equip him to help mom. And that's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, is to watch, I get emotional, to watch a dad coach mama as they make a family. And I have that information to be able to help them to know what to do. Different positioning for discomfort, things like that. If the baby's not in the right position, different movements we can make to get the baby just to turn and make that delivery happen. Something I'm very passionate about, and my tagline is sharing life's first breath, because that's what I get to do. And a family really is born in the delivery room. You come in as two and you come out as family. And to be honored to be part of that is just amazing to me. You know, it made sense when it was my daughters, my sisters, but then when someone allows me to be that special place in their journey and help them have the delivery they want. Sometimes it doesn't end the way they hoped because we want a healthy baby, but they feel like they got what they wanted because they made decisions, they made determinations, and they weren't told what to do. They didn't go in not knowing.